rabbit is not virtuous because it does not eat the wolf. It simply cannot. It lacks the claws, the teeth, and the strength to do so. Its nonviolence is not a moral choice. It is a biological necessity. It is prey. Yet in the modern world, we have confused this inability to cause harm with the virtue of being a good man. You have been taught from a young age that to be good is to be harmless. You have been told to bury your aggression, to silence your anger, and to file down your teeth until you are safe, agreeable, and docile. You have been raised to be the rabbit, believing that if you are nice enough to the world will be nice to you. But deep down, you know this is a lie. You feel the truth in the pit of your stomach when you are disrespected and you freeze. You feel it when you see evil or injustice and you realize you lack the power to stop it. The harmless man is not a good man. He is a helpless man. And a helpless man cannot protect himself, his family, or his principles. He is at the mercy of whoever is willing to be violent. To be truly virtuous, you must first be capable of becoming a monster. This sounds like a contradiction, but it is the oldest paradox of the warrior's code. Virtue is not the absence of dangerous capacity. Virtue is the presence of dangerous capacity that is kept under strict, voluntary control. If you have no sword, you are not peaceful. You are merely unarmed. Peace is a choice that only a man with a sword can make. We must look at the concept of the shadow. The psychiatrist Carl Jung argued that every man casts a shadow, a dark, primal side of his psyche that contains his aggression, his capacity for violence, and his selfishness. Society tells you to repress this shadow. It tells you to pretend it does not exist. But the more you repress the monster, the darker and denser it becomes in the basement of your subconscious. The man who denies his capacity for evil is the one who is most likely to be possessed by it. He is the one who snaps. He is the one whose resentment builds until it explodes in passive aggression or uncontrolled rage. The warrior takes a different path. The warrior opens the door to the basement and looks the monster in the eye. He integrates the shadow. This means acknowledging that you are capable of harm. It means admitting that under the right circumstances, you could be dangerous. You could be lethal. By accepting this, you stop being afraid of your own nature. You put a leash on the beast. You train it. You make it sit at your feet. A monster under control is not a liability. It is a weapon. This integration changes your presence. When a man who is capable of great violence chooses to be gentle, his gentleness carries weight. It commands respect. There is a density to his kindness because everyone senses the fire behind the door. Compare this to the nice guy who is gentle only because he is afraid of conflict. His kindness is brittle. It feels like begging. It repels people because it smells of fear. The world does not respect the man who is nice because he has no other option. The world respects the lion who chooses to retract his claws. So, how do you forge this dangerous capability? You do not do it by becoming a criminal or a bully. You do it through the discipline of the body and the mind. The first protocol is the physical initiation into combat. You must learn how to fight. This is not negotiable. In a civilized age, we think we can debate our way out of everything, but the bottom line of reality is physical force. If you have never been punched in the face, if you have never felt the crushing weight of another man trying to submit you, you are living in a theoretical world. You must join a gym. Boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, You need to feel violence in a controlled environment.
Something profound happens to a man's psychology when he learns to fight. He becomes calmer. The insecurity that drives the loud, posturing, tough guy evaporates. You don't need to prove you are tough when you know you can dismantle the person standing in front of you. You don't get triggered by petty insults because you know the difference between a rude comment and a death threat. Learning to be dangerous makes you peaceful. It removes the fear of physical confrontation, and when fear is removed, the mind becomes clear. You walk with a different cadence. You look people in the eye. You are not looking for a fight, but you are no longer terrified of one. The second protocol is the mental integration of the shadow. You must stop lying to yourself about your own thoughts. We all have dark impulses. We all have moments of envy, of rage, of a desire for revenge. The weak man pushes these thoughts away, pretending he is a saint, and so they rot him from the inside. The warrior writes them down. Keep a shadow journal. When you feel a surge of aggression, do not act on it, but do not deny it. Articulate it. Write down exactly what you wanted to do. Look at it on the paper. By bringing the darkness into the light of your consciousness, you strip it of its power to control you. You say, I see this impulse. I am capable of this, but I choose not to do it. That choice is the foundation of character. You cannot be a moral agent if you are operating on autopilot. You must hold the capacity for destruction in one hand and the capacity for creation in the other, and consciously choose creation every single day. There is a myth that discipline restricts your freedom. The reality is that discipline is the only thing that protects your freedom. The man who cannot control his temper is a slave to his emotions. The man who cannot defend his body is a slave to his fear. The dangerous man is the free man because he walks through the world without the trembling anxiety of the prey. You might ask, why do I need to be dangerous if I live in a safe suburb and work in an office? Because the world is only safe until it isn't. Civilization is a thin veneer over a chaotic reality. History is a graveyard of societies that thought they were safe. Violence, tragedy, and malevolence can enter your life on a Tuesday afternoon without warning. When that moment comes, when the wolf appears at the door, who do you want to be? Do you want to be the rabbit, paralyzed by a reality you refused to acknowledge? Or do you want to be the dangerous man who can stand between the threat and the people he loves? To be a protector, you must be dangerous enough to stop the threat. You cannot protect anyone with good intentions and a soft heart alone. You need steel. You need the capacity to meet force with greater force. This is not about glorifying violence. It is about neutralizing it. It is about being the breakwater that stops the crashing wave. Stop apologizing for your masculinity. Stop apologizing for the fire in your blood. That fire is not there to burn your house down. It is there to keep the engine running. It is there to keep the wolves away. Cultivate your danger. Sharpen your mind. Strengthen your body until you are a force to be reckoned with. And then, once you are undeniably dangerous, be the kindest, most gentle man in the room. That is the warrior's way. That is the balance of the shadow. The only question that remains is this: will you remain a harmless spectator in your own life, hoping for mercy? Or will you do the hard work to become a monster so that you can finally have the strength to be a man?